Well, good morning from the Utah-Nevada border. Got here last night and just chilled, relaxed. Found this great little flat spot. Well, it's flat-ish here. It's not flat anywhere else, but it's flattish here. And it was so quiet, so peaceful. But that right there in the distance is the Bonneville Salt Flats. So you know what we got to do. On the Salt Flats. I mean, people do 300 miles an hour out here, but I'm in a Rossmonster. Should I go for a top speed run? Oh. I cannot tell you how fun this is. It's just so childish stupid, but I'm a boy. I'm a man-child, and that is perfectly all right. Oh my gosh, that's fun. Well, that was insanely fun. The plan for today is to continue on exploring the Great Basin Heritage Trail. If you don't know what that is, I think I talked about it about 2 videos ago. But it's a 2,000-mile route that Overland Trail guides put together through mostly Nevada. And this section that I'm about to begin takes off into far western Utah, and it explores the Great Basins. And apparently one of those is in Utah, just south of here. I'm guessing this is probably part of it. And so that's the plan. I have never been in this area before. I have no idea what to expect. So far, I expect all the trails to be very mild and scenic, nothing technical at all. But just gonna go see what beautiful things we can find a beautiful place to camp tonight. And yeah, so thanks for coming along with us. Yeah, right? You excited? You excited? All right, you want to see something funny? So I am right on the Utah-Nevada border. Like right on it. And this is Utah. And as soon as you cross into Nevada, boom! Casinos. Casinos and alcohol. Right here. Right, yep, right, there we go, right here, boom. And like they are on the border. Oh, that's funny. That's just funny. We do have to dip into Nevada and go south here because everything over here south of the Salt Flats is Utah Test and Training Range, Department of Defense land. So that's no bueno. Heading back into Utah. Goodbye, Nevada. Hello, Utah. And welcome to your public lands. Goodbye, pavement. Hello, dirt. Yay! Well, looks like we are hopping on part of the old Pony Express Trail. That's cool. I mean, this looks like someplace you could see just dudes hauling on a horse trying to deliver the mail. There's a Pony Express station monument over here that I want to get to, but it requires driving on this very small 2-track. I saw it from the main road and I want to figure out how to get over here. Let's see. Not, is this it? Surely not. Yep, I think that's it. Not so sure about this anymore. Alright, well, this looks doable. Made it. Station number 94, official marker. Burnt Station. Established April 1959. As a stage station later by the Pony Express. Burned and pillaged twice by Indians. Oh. So apparently it's moved around a little bit. Don't know where the exact site is, but beautiful spot. Isabella, are you having fun? Are you having fun? So that's kind of cool. That's my very first Pony Express marker. All right, the trail does continue that way and reconnects eventually, but it's longer. I'm gonna go back out the way I came because my rig's big. The smell here is unlike anything I've ever smelled. I think it's all these bushes. I think this is creosote. Someone with more bush knowledge, tell me. I think those are creosote bushes. But there's it's not bad. It's a pleasant smell, but it's quite strong. I haven't smelled it before. Kara texted me when I was getting back in the truck, and so she's now down in northern Arizona on her Rebel Rally training, and I told her I was excited because this was my first Pony Express marker. And she laughed and said that I had seen one before. And I was like, no, I haven't. And she said in Austin, Nevada. And I was like, 1, I don't remember seeing a marker. And I know the Pony Express went through there, but 2, that's on pavement. That doesn't count. You know, the Pony Express didn't go on pavement. They did go on stuff like this. Like this looks like legit Pony Express, terrain and road. I mean, it was a stagecoach road, so yeah. They didn't go on pavement. So the fact that the Pony Express there is all paved over, that doesn't count at all. Wow, you can still see the Great Salt Lake Desert in the distance. That thing's massive. Found this canyon station. Guess this is what's left of it. Met these guys from Salt Lake City. They're out here just having fun. Well, look at the little puppy. Hi, baby. Hi. You are gorgeous. Those eyes. Oh my gosh. You are beautiful. Doesn't look like there's much left. I love these stories of just the way life was here and then the Wild West, mid to late 1800s. Did not realize that the Pony Express came all the way, started at the Mississippi River, up through Wyoming, down through Utah, all the way through Nevada to San Francisco. I didn't realize it was that long. I thought it started somewhere Utah, Colorado-ish area, but it didn't even go through Colorado. In 1845, it took 6 months to get a message from the East Coast of the United States to California. By the time it arrived, the news was old. That's crazy. And to think now, we've got Starlink mounted on our rigs. We can talk across the globe from anywhere. That's mind-blowing. Wow. There are some times I'd like to go back to that. But then I wouldn't be able to make YouTube videos for a living. And out here doing this, I'd have to fight off Indians trying to deliver the mail. So I guess I'll take this. Oh, those guys were super nice. Enjoyed talking to them for a little bit. We are all going the same direction, so I gave them time to get in front of me, so I'm not impacted by their dust. Question is, will I catch up to them? Maybe not. Hopefully not. I would like to find a camp a little bit higher elevation. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. The low tonight, for every place that I was able to check, the low tonight's like 60 at best. So if I could climb just maybe another 1,000 feet in elevation, it would make a difference. But when I'm camping, I like to wake up and be like, oh, it's chilly outside. Not wake up and go, wow, it feels like a nice day. That's just me. Well, we're in kind of a rural farmland area now, but I guess that's an old combine. That's cool. I've never seen one like that before. The old buildings are cool too. It's like a little farming ghost town. Or remnants of one. That's awesome. Hill blocks view. You don't say. That's typically how hills work. According to the map, interesting, there is a hot spring out here called the Wilson Hot Spring. Don't like this muddy section, but I think it's okay. Let's go see what we can see. I love using the Gaia Overland layer because it's got like all this type of stuff on it. And if you see a road that goes to an area that says hot spring, take it. Assuming it's legal, of course. Ah! Oh, didn't mean to do that. Definitely want to make sure this is hard packed ground. Because the last thing I want to do is get stuck. Let's see. No, I don't like that at all. This stuff is slicker than you think it is. Let me back this up. I think I'll just walk it. All right, y'all stay here for now. I'll be right back. Yeah, I mean, look how nasty this stuff is when it's wet. That is caked in those tires, creating slicks. And I am solo in our house. So I'll just walk a little ways. I mean, yeah, my feet are making impressions because this is softer than you think it is. And throw an 11,000 pound vehicle on it, and it's not so great. I didn't get it on camera, but I almost bit it. As soon as my feet hit that, they just slipped. Holy cow. Kara would be so proud of me making good adult decisions. Well, I don't know if this is some of it or if it's just from rain. The ground is really weird here. It's got a crunch to it. Let's see. Let's see if this is warm. Ooh, well, nope. I think this is warm from the sun. I think this has to be one of the hot springs since there's this little walkway out there. You can tell people have tried to drive around these deeper muddy spots with, it doesn't look like a lot of effectiveness. But that's some nasty stuff. You can tell this is salt. There's definitely salt crystals in there. You see them sparkling. That's cool. Looking on the map, I think this is probably the very southern edge of the Great Salt Lake Basin. There's a bunch of signs out here. And an old bus. See if I can get through this. Man, this is weird. This is really weird. Oh. Well, apparently past here, you're not supposed to go. Warning, restricted area, keep out. Oh, this is part of that Department of Defense land. The very southern portion of it. Danger, keep out. Okay. There's a tub over here. Stuff is so weird to walk on. Whoa. Very stinky. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get over there. I'm assuming some of this is hot spring. I don't see any steam vents coming up, which we found quite a few of those in Nevada and all the hot springs there. So I don't know. Kind of a cool little detour though. All right, let's see if I can get turned around here. I did do a full walk around to make sure all the ground around here was dry. Let's see. All right, we're good. I'm getting there. Hush. God, they're so naggy sometimes. Even just the littlest ruts want to pull you in. It's wild. Yeah, I can see why people make the mistakes of, venturing out into stuff like that and then just getting stuck. Because the top just looks dry, and it's not. So as soon as you feel any type of slippage, you just gotta stop. Because the deeper you go, the worse it's gonna get. All right, we made it. Now for all that crap to clean out of the tires. Yep. It's bad. Entering Fish Springs National Wildlife Refuge. All right, no flying drone here. Off-road vehicle use prohibited. See, I know they mean side-by-sides. I know that's what they mean. But the picture on there is an old Willis Jeep with a circle with a slash through it. Now what they mean is off-highway vehicle by that. They don't mean Jeeps aren't allowed here. They mean off-highway vehicles, like vehicles that aren't registered to run on the highway. Off-road use only. But the picture is an old Jeep. Like, that's dumb. Absolutely dumb. Well, earlier I mentioned finding higher elevation for camp, and turns out we got a lot lower in elevation in that wildlife refuge. We're back on BLM land, out of the wildlife refuge, but cruising around at 4,300 feet. I mean, there's some beautiful spots here that I think would be cool campsites, but not now. It's almost 90 degrees outside. So, pressing on. I mean, it's only 2:30. I'm not ready for camp yet, but in a few hours I will be. See where we can end up. See what kind of elevation we can find. I mean, if the roads are like this, we can put down the miles and get into higher elevation. So, well, I got good news and bad news. The good news is we are climbing in elevation. We are about 1,000 foot higher than down at the wildlife refuge. Currently at 5350 and going up. Another sign that says the obvious: hill blocks view, and coffee is hot. But the bad news is the road has turned to suck. Whoa. Okay, the view doesn't suck. Holy cow. That's gorgeous. The road has gotten really ruddy, and my pace has slowed quite a bit. And as you can tell, that elevation gain is about to be lost. Not that I'm complaining about the views here. That is breathtaking. But this is the kind of road that tests your build quality. It's not the slow technical stuff that causes the issues in your rigs, unless you just do something stupid and you just break. It's the ruts and the vibrations like this that cause the problems. Screws become loose, parts vibrate and crack. I hate washboard roads. I could probably air my tires down a little bit more. If this continues, I will. That is beautiful. Wow. Best views of the day. I did stop, aired down the tires, let about 20-25 psi out of them, and definite improvement. Much smoother. So yay for that. Worth the stop. This road is straight, and it is boring, and it is rough, and it is awful, and I don't like it. Like, as soon as I aired down the tires, it smoothed out, but then it got over here, and it's like even rougher. I'm not airing the tires down anymore. I'm just going to suffer through it. It's the straightness and the lack of and the nothing out there, the wasteland, that's going to be my biggest issue. But there are a few campsites in the mountains in front of us that, depending on the time I get there, have real possibilities to call home for the night, because they're like 6,000 feet elevation. That'd be great.
Much later.
The road's still super straight, and it's super desolate. Still driving. I think I can confidently say this is officially the worst road I've ever been on. The ruts have gotten even bigger. And I don't know if it's my wheelbase or the tires. I mean, I could probably air down more. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to complain to you while I'm out here doing this. But I just want you to feel like you're with me. And so imagine a jackhammer on your skull and on your butt bone. Just that. My teeth hurt. I'm ready to get in those mountains, and hopefully the road will change. Because down here at 4,500 feet elevation is awful. Okay, I have a question for you. What do you distinguish between a dirt road and a trail? Because when it comes to, highway legal vehicles like this, there are very few places where you can actually off-road. Everything that we do, even back home in the Ozarks, all the little tight trails and stuff in the Ozarks, they're all roads. They're Forest Service roads. So at what point do you consider a road a trail? Because I would argue this is a road and not a trail. Is it width? Is it maintainedness? Because the only places where you can truly off-road are open OHV areas, like say Johnson Valley. A lot of the sand dunes, OHV areas that are open OHV areas. Even the ones that have trails through them, those are roads. Or at one point, those were considered roads. So, because I was thinking of the title for this video of like most horrible trail ever. This trail absolutely sucked. But then I know in the comments, like, you weren't on a trail, you were on a road. So what do you think? I mean, like, where's the boundary line between a road and a trail? Is it paved or unpaved? So let me know. I'm curious. And you'll know what I named this before you watch it. And I don't know if I'll name it that or not. Well, we're at Simpson Springs Campground. Absolutely nobody's camping here. Little spot on the Pony Express. Dust Devil in the distance. All of that to the left is the Dugway Proving Ground, owned by the Department of Defense. Well, the road has gotten a little better. I would say decently better. The scenery has gotten much better. So we're doing good. I wish I could sleep like them. It kind of looks like the Windows backdrop. What was that? Windows 95 backdrop? Alright, we're in one of the first camping areas, and it is very people-y. RVs and trailers all back in there. Oh, no thank you. No thank you very much. Let's see what the next ones look like. And there's a ton of places to camp down there though. Huge camping area. Alright, more campsites here. These are the ones that I was specifically looking at. And again, people-y. Very people-y. I don't want people-y campsites. I mean, there's lots of places back in there to kind of tuck in, but you're still there. You're part of the party. I don't want to be part of the party. Okay, well, I did look at the map a little better. And about 50 miles away from here are more, I think, more secluded campsites. Not going to be people-y. Could be wrong. But not far from now, I think I hit pavement. And a good portion of that 50 miles is pavement. So I can make good time. It's 4:30. I bet I could be to camp still by 6. I bet you. And it's at higher elevation. It's right at 6,000 here. That's at 7,000 in that area. So that'd be even better. Oh, beautiful. Honestly, I'm a little nervous about these campsites that I'm going for up here now, because this road is so good. And I've said in a lot of videos, the easier the road, the more, RVs and vans and toy haulers and all that sort of stuff can get to the campsites. Plus, it's Saturday. So, we'll see. First camp that I have pre-marked is right up here somewhere. Here we go. Here's the road. Okay, definitely off the main road. That says private. Well, this one too is marked private property. So I guess I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so here's the thing, kind of confession time, because I didn't do one of the things that I know everybody should do when you download a route or a route is shared with you and campsites are shared with you. You got to make sure that, especially campsites and stuff, are on public land. I didn't have my public land layer up, and I just pulled it up, and my public land layer in Gaia does show that we are not on BLM land right now. We are on some private property. BLM land is not far away, and there's more campsites along the way, so I'm not too worried about it. But just my mistake. I knew better, but just got to validate that it's what type of land that it's on. So that's my mistake. That was on me. Even those two campsites I marked 2 campsites back there. before those, and I double checked. Nope, those were on private property. So I am deleting those 2 campsites because I share all of my stuff with our patrons, and I certainly don't want them to think that that those are good. And oh well, Matt marked that. Oh yeah, I trust Matt. And then they get in trouble with the landowner. So nope. So yeah, those 2 campsites are deleted. There's so many pull-offs on this road that have fire rings. So I mean, without a tool like Gaia GPS, where you can pull up both public and private land layers, it's an easy mistake to make. But I don't want to be the one who gets visited by the landowner, because I'm trespassing, and he would have every right to shoot me. I am officially back on BLM land. I'm also at a much lower elevation than I would have liked, but that's fine. I'm on public land. There is a spot right up here that I found. That may be a minute. That I found on Google satellite imagery. Oh, that's it. Let's see. Where's the road? There's the road. Let's see what this looks like. If there's a flat spot up here, I can make this work. And it will be before 6 o'clock. I mean, I could just tuck in right here. Oh wait, there's a fire ring over there. And a little bit of a clearing if I can get through the trees. I actually don't like that very good. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, this is nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I love that this is well hidden. Let's see if I can get level. I may have to find a stick. Look at this piece of engineering. I found a log and 2 rocks. Managed to lift it up enough. You can't see because it's buried, but there is a rock under the front tire as well, keeping it, there it is, keeping it from really digging in. And it's perfect. Now, I would not consider this an epic camp. I would consider this a very nice, secluded, peaceful camp, which that's good enough. I mean, the views from here are pretty nice. Actually, we'll have good views of the mountains and the valleys from the other side back windows, so that's a win. All right, I am hungry and the dogs are hungry. It is 7 o'clock. So we'll get them eating, and I'm going to make my life really simple. I'm just going to have a sandwich tonight. Excuse me, Milo. The shower in this thing makes a great utility closet. Hello? Izzy, come. Come on. Come on, Izzy. Now, gotta relax for a minute while it continues to cool down some outside. You cannot have some. No, sir. Because I found something in Twin Falls, Idaho, that I'm anxious to kind of put together and use. More on that in a minute. So I was killing time in Twin Falls, Idaho, and went into a gun store and found this very portable, very packable cardboard Target. And I went by a little hardware store and got some little 1x2s, which should fit just snug in these. There we go. Boom. All right. Ha! Now, if you watched my last video with me and Rob out in Central Nevada, with my new Shield X, I very much need to zero this red dot. So, perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, that one. All right. Went ahead and put another little sticker up there. Middle one. Bingo. That'll work. Boom. Boom. Yeah, that works. Now, one above it. Got two rounds left. I had a lot of people ask me in my first video with this why the slide doesn't lock back for me, and it's because of my grip. So I'm working on that. It's a smallish gun, big hands. I grip high, so that's why. 2 shots. Not the top one, but the top one in the cluster. Bingo. One more. Bingo. See? Hold my grip right. Bingo. All right. I am very happy with that. From 10 yards. Yeah. Very pleased. All right. It's been a productive evening. I got a video edited and got my route pretty much planned out for tomorrow. So I think it's time to go to bed. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today. Looking forward to what we find tomorrow. Based on the map and topography, I think tomorrow's going to be really cool. And probably will cross over and camp in Nevada tomorrow night. So that's the plan. Be sure and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you get notified when the next video comes out next week. So anyway, appreciate it. If you would like the video, if you like what we're doing and you want to consider supporting the channel, gain access to special events like our big fall gathering at Maris Adventure Park coming up in November, all of our GPS data from our trips, some special content that we put out, check out the Patreon link in the description, and for all of our merchandise, go to shopoverlandapparel.com. See you in the morning. Bye.